Come on. Hey.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They'll run on first down. It's right. They find some open field here. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Right, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. Right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They'll try and sneak it here, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Alert! Point it right. Kings! Up. Hey, alert 33. Real.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert! Hurry.
The slot man in motion right.
Regular. Alert!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
King! Up. Hey, alert 33.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The Seahawks hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Run. Hey, alert! Regular. Pistol.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Up. Hey, alert 33. Real. Run.
Mayfield. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hurry! Pistol.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun, Walker with it. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. King.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
We're 33. Real.
Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Slot man moves right.
Run. Hey, alert. Regular. Pistol. Alert.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try for the first with Walker. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Point it right. King.
Mayfield down. It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Off the play fake. Overstreet. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. First down, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Run. Hey, alert! Regular. Pistol.
Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They go quickly here out to Moore. First target, first catch, and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's right. It'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football, put it on the carpet, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing, Mayfield. This is the tight end fan. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 24, Mayfield. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry!
Mayfield to throw it. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. A final shot before break. Overstreet looking long for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Alert, 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 alert.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Kings, Kings, Kings. Up, Nelson. What's up? Hey, only 33.
To throw, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
On the jump.
On 1st down, right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll run on 1st down. It's right. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Come back in! Come back in! Not going right!
Back to throw. Overstreet. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Overstreet. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Right. King.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Regular. Hurry. Pistol. Alert. Point it right.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Kings. Up. Hurry. Hey, alert 33. Real. Run.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Larson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 2nd down at 5.
At the 46-yard line.
Hey, alert! Hurry! Regular. Pistol.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Going deep for Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with career touchdown number 75. And the Seahawks have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Get it!
The slot man in motion right. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Slot man moves right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. It's right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings him 3rd. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on his not.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Baker Mayfield with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the middle they go. Right. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Overstreet. That is taken in by Rodgers. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On first down, it's right. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's right, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up at 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try the left side. Right. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. They'll try and run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Alert, 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 alert! Hurry, hurry!
From the gun, it's Walker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Hurry, hurry! Run. Hey, alert! Regular. Real.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that 2nd half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here.